Here are 5 ways to make the gameplay better. Slider and penalty settings. Default Heisman, injuries on, fatigue on, 7-minute quarters. This will give you 50 to 70 plays per game on offense, depending on what playbook you use and what style you play. Game speed set at normal. 10 on player minimum speed threshold. Home field advantage is on, ice to kicker is on. All penalties are set at 53. Default sliders, don't make any changes. Number 2, head coach, offensive and defensive aggression. Whatever team you're playing for the week, you're going to go into coach info. You're going to sort for the head coach. You only need to change the head coach. Don't worry about the offensive and defensive coordinators. Let's choose one at random here. Jay Norvell. You're not going to mess with the run offense, pass offense ratio. You're only going to change the aggressive and conservative ratios. So you want to make this 60-40. Now, if they were running a spread offense or air raid, you want to change the CPU no huddle style to normal. Pro style playbooks, multiple playbooks, you want to keep it at conservative. Defensive style, you want to make this as close to 50-50 as possible. You can see here we are 3 away from 50-50. Here we're 2 away. So as close to 50-50 as possible. You want to make sure the aggressive conservative ratio on defense is set at 35-65. Sometimes you'll see 85-15, 70-30. That's way too aggressive. You want to make it 35-65. Number 3, coaching skills. You must divide your points equally between game management and recruiting. Also, you must completely fill out the first level before moving to the second level, and so on. What do I mean by that? You can go ahead and take your first 3 points and put them all into scouting. And then what you want to do is to make sure game management and recruiting is always equal. So you're going to take your next 3 points, put them into game management. You're not going to go to the second level. You're going to stay on the first level. Oops. And fill these up 1-to-1. It's a slow and methodical process, but it's going to completely revolutionize your gameplay, especially if you're starting with a 1 or 2-star team as a head coach. Now we're at the second level. You're going to fill these up 1-to-1, or however you decide to do it. But you don't put all your points into recruiting from the start. I mean, you're cheating yourself and cheating the game. Number 4, team scheduling. You must play 1 or 2 ranked teams in your non-conference schedule. By ranked, I mean like number 6 LSU. We're going to change this to, let's find a top tier team. You can choose. Personally, I like to go with the top rated team. Number 1, Georgia. I'm going to make that an away game. Now, you don't have to fill up your entire non-conference schedule with ranked teams, but this is just a barometer of how well these settings work and these slider settings work. Number 5, recruiting rules. Unless you're a 4 or 5-star program, you must recruit the players that are only interested in your school to fill your team position needs first. What do I mean by that? So we're going to go into the recruiting board. And we're going to sort for players that are interested in us. We're going to look at the team needs. Okay, so I really only need a safety. But first, you're going to take all these players that are interested in your school. Also, all in-state players or players in your recruiting pipeline are available for you to recruit. You recruit any of these players in Texas, Colorado, California, Nebraska. Does not matter. You will not get them as a 1 or 2 star team, dividing your points equally between game management and recruiting until you've built up your program. Also, there is a recruiting glitch that will allow you to recruit 5 and 4 star athletes, like usually happens week 2, week 3, week 4. In season, you'll see that some 5 star and 4 star players are not being recruited, and a lot of times players will recruit those players. You'll end up having a dominant team in 1 or 2 seasons. It completely takes away from the gameplay, in my opinion.